My name is Antonello Cannas. I'm professor of animal nutrition in the University of Sassari, Sardinia, Italy. And my focus in terms of research and teaching is on small ruminant nutrition. Acidosis is a big challenge because the sheep and goats are very selective, so they are able to eat grains very quickly and in large amounts. Also, often sheep and goats are fed on pasture, and pasture can have high concentration of water-soluble sugars, which also affect or can cause acidosis. Often the diet of sheep and goats is not perfectly prepared to limit the acidosis, like the particle size of the diet is very important. We know acidosis is a problem because many studies have shown that. Also because we often observe milk fat depression, which means a lower concentration of fat in the milk compared to the optimal value. Diet digestibility is very important, especially forage digestibility. If we have good quality forages with high digestibility, we need to use less or fewer concentrates, so the rumen function will be more balanced. This allows a proper activity of the microbial community at rumen level. Since the animal in early lactation don't have a very high intake, it's important to measure the fiber content of the diet very carefully to avoid any problem like acidosis or to avoid to have too much fiber, which would reduce the intake, reduce milk production. The nutrition during early lactation is largely affected by the nutrition in late pregnancy. So first of all, the animal needs to be prepared to the lactation with a proper nutrition during pregnancy. And then in early lactation, since the milk production is high, the intake is increasing, but not at the maximum. It's important to be sure to provide concentrated diets with sufficient nutrients. At the same time, to monitor the animal. It's very difficult to have the best diet for each animal, so it's important to look at the milk composition, at milk urea, look at the feces, look at the rumination activity to combine a good balanced diet with the nutrition indicator observed on the animals. When we prepare total mixed ration for sheep and goats, it's very important to chop finely the forage, to increase the intake, and to limit the selectivity of the animals. The optimal particle size of the diet for sheep and goats is smaller than the optimal value for cattle, let's say about half of the optimal size of cattle.